Frank Cusimano has tonight's Cardinal Buick Sunday Conversation.
And welcome back to Sports Plus. The Bommarito 500 comes your way next Saturday at World Wide Technology Raceway. We are joined now by the owner, Curtis Francois, and for the first time in 20 years, Jimmie Johnson returns to the track. He comes with his 7 NASCAR championships. This is big for your track.
Super for a track to see someone that operated and drove at the highest level and then was so successful, like you said, 7-time champion. That's just unheard of. Coming to World Wide Technology Raceway, going to get in an IndyCar, and he's going to show us what he's got for an IndyCar race.
And what makes him tick? Why is he special?
Well, there's just something about Jimmie Johnson. I think it goes to the competitor's heart, and he is very strategic the way he's driven over the years. And certainly as he brings the talent from Cup racing to IndyCar racing, it shows absolutely that he is a driver that will transcend generations. He's really just a wonderful, wonderful driver, great talent.
So you were a professional driver. How is it different, those two different types of racing?
Well, I think if you look at the open wheel and the winged car, you have so much more downforce. So your cornering speeds are a lot higher. Ultimately, your speeds are higher. But you're also not contending with a guy that next to you could be bumping you and knocking you around a little bit. That's not really part of the open wheel routine. So very different, but very much competitive.
I know Formula One is immensely popular and it's really hot with the young people, but there are 3, I think, or maybe even 4 IndyCar drivers who came from Formula One that will be in St. Louis.
Yes, no doubt about it. I mean, the one that comes to mind is Grosjean, who is really coming from Formula One, coming to IndyCar, and showing that IndyCar is equally as challenging as Formula One. Great rise in the popularity of Formula One over the last few years. We're also seeing that in IndyCar as there's a real resurgence in the IndyCar ranks.
Yeah, tell me about Grosjean, because he is a fascinating case study. He likes to stir it up. I mean, he's going to be fun to watch. What do we know about him?
Well, I'll tell you, you can see that he's an aggressive driver, and if anybody was watching in Nashville over the weekend, you saw Romain Grosjean at his best. He was sticking his nose in places that it didn't necessarily fit at times, and ultimately there was a wreck because of that. But, you know, it's so exciting to see that talent, but also just to be met by the talent of the current IndyCar drivers. If you're looking at what's going on in IndyCar, there is a race amongst the leaders. Any one of them can win the championship, and that could possibly be really an important part of our race. Coming out of the last oval, the winner could possibly win the championship.
Is there any NASCAR momentum from your great week a couple of months ago that's going to be, coming into this race?
Yeah, I think, Frank, you got to look at what happened in June. Really, we're riding that wave still. It has not slowed up. It's been a very busy summer. It's been great for the facility to be recognized on a national level and at the highest level of really performing. It's really going to be great to add in IndyCar, riding that wave, plus there's over $15 million worth of improvements over the last year that are going to be part of now the IndyCar show. Lots going on.
Any idea economic impact for that weekend?
It was huge. So it was about a $60 million projected weekend, and we hit all of the parameters and exceeded most of them for that economic impact. So just by all measures was a huge success.
How many tracks around the country have NHRA, IndyCars, and NASCAR?
Well, I love to answer that question because it's only us here in the St. Louis region. We're the only track in the country that has the top tier of all of those series. So again, as we've been making improvements, we're able to spread those improvements across all these different fan bases, and everybody gets to take advantage of that.
All right, final thought. What's success for you on Saturday night when you're driving home, say midnight after the Bommarito 500 is over? What do you want to be feeling in your car?
You know, I measure that primarily by when I see the fans leaving and we're saying goodbye to them, because we make a point of always, interacting with the fans. We do that on exit, and those smiles that we see, the kids that have just had a great time, families that have made a memory, that's success for me. Obviously, we want to put on a good entertaining race, but I think the result of that good entertainment is these happy families.